kinds of crazy stuff going on. It's early, man. I'm trying to wake up too. I just heard some noises in the background. My bad for cutting it off. Oh shit. I'm a little trying to recoup from last night. you know, uh the homies on the homies live, man. I was kind of, getting buzzed a little bit. I'm on a hangover right now a little bit, so I gotta get motivated. So get back to what I was saying, right? Um, so my experience, bro, was check it out. I didn't know your hair was long. Yeah, I'm letting it grow a little bit. I used to have long ass hair, my homie. To be honest, I used to have long ass hair, but I actually cut it. Probably gonna grow it back out. All high salute to the homie Ben. What's good with it, bro? So the homie asked kind of what my experience was, right? So after initially, me and my bro, we get caught up. It's crazy you know how they do the aspect with me and my bro from the precinct. They take me and my baby bro, which he's 14. We're in the same cop car. They take us and we're hammed up in the back seat together. They both got us handcuffed, and I told my baby bro, I was like, I love you, bro, because I didn't really know how long it was gonna be till I seen that fool again, um, because when they lined us up at the precinct, I heard somebody speak and say that was that dude and that was that dude. Because what happened was, homie, is down the street when it happened at my mom's house, they had somebody in the back of the cop car come by and drive by, um, where the situation had happened, and they pointed out who was who. Then they took us to the precinct and they did a lineup, and I heard somebody actually say that dude shot, that dude shot. So the witnesses actually were at the precinct, bro, and they actually pointed us out, right? We stayed in the precinct the whole. Hey, Seb, did you get the cash out? Oh, you know what? Mall high salute to you, bro. Thank you, Slitter. I appreciate that, man. We did. Lady Seb told me last night. I was kind of buzzed last night. But I did get that. Mall high salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's the homie, man. Go sub up to the homie's channel. Um, but we actually did. She basically told me. So they kept us at the precinct the whole night. The next morning, they put me and my baby bro in the same cop car. I told myself, I said, I'm done, homie. I told myself straight up, because they had witnesses that try to point us out. I said, I'm done. I didn't know how much time I was gonna get. I just knew time was coming. You know what I'm saying? So they drive us to the precinct. I was buzzed also on vacation, man. I got tipsy last night, bro. I'm trying to wake up. I'm half asleep right now. I got extra shots of coffee, but we gonna get through it, man. This was just a recommended video from the homie. And they drive us to Jefferson County, the Jefferson County jail. They're about to They take me out the cop car, and I told my baby bro, I love you, fool. Keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, honestly, as an older brother, I didn't know when I was going to see my baby bro. Um, wow, it was an apartment complex, bro. It was in an apartment complex. People that were with him that were like civilians, they end up pulling up and pointing us out. He didn't. The fools involved in it, but other people actually went to the precinct and they pointed us out. And when I heard them actually say he did it with the green eyes, because all they knew was my green eyes, bro. They said the dude with the green eyes. And that automatically targeted me to what they want to pinpoint me on. So we get to the county and they take me out the cop car, and I said, where's he going? And the cop automatically just says, he's getting tried. They're trying to put him charges as an adult. So they filed charges on a 14-year-old as an adult. I thought they were going to take him to the juvenile facility. They take him straight to the county that I'm in, the big boy, the grown man facility. So off top, I already know they're trying to do us dirty. They're trying to basically make this into a bigger situation than it was. And to be honest, at that time, I was casted up from getting shot. So basically, it was pretty much all the way full throttle with self-defense, to be honest. I just respect how you are making a change. Definitely, man. I have to say that. I may not comment, but I do. Mile high salute to that, bro. I appreciate that. And I support you to the fullest too, bro. You always been a supporter, and it's noticed. I support your channel to the fullest too. So they actually take me into the county, bro, and I'm sitting there, and I keep asking the cop, the guard, like, hey, what are they actually pressing charges? What's the charges? The guard does a so-called, he said, I don't think you want to know. Just know that you're going to be here for a minute. This is what the guard tells me, bro. I said, what? So I go back and I start thinking to myself, dang, bro, what really happened? Like, what is the real charge that they really are going to try to push? And then I started talking. See, one thing is, when you go into the county, you don't start talking to people right away. I'm young. You got to understand. Hey, what up, BR? What's good with it, man? You don't start asking questions because everybody in the county, they're all experienced lawyers. So I start asking people like, you ever heard of this scenario and this scenario? And they're like, well, right now they're trying to enhance gang stuff. So they're going to try to get you on, you know what I'm saying? This right here, a RICO Act, who started trying to tell me, they do not play with gangbangers over here in Jefferson County. Plus, I had that other case in Adams County for a different situation. So now people are saying, oh, you have another case? You're about to get thousands of years. This is what people are telling me, but it was me being naive. Like, you don't go into the county ever and just start talking about your case. I didn't know this. This was new to me. So first and foremost, you want to know a rule? You never go into a county and start talking about your case to anyone. One big reason, you slip up to the wrong person, they gonna use that and they gonna tell the DA, or they gonna snitch on you to get off on their case. So you have to be real, real cautious who you talk to in there. I wish somebody would have told me, because people, inside there, bro, your mind just constantly goes. So when they told me that, automatically I just went straight to, I'm going away for life. I'm going away for life. And it fucks you up. I finally spent about 7 hours in intake. Intake's downstairs. They finally gave me process to go upstairs. I asked the individuals, like, where am I going? They said, you're going to Max. I said, Max? What the hell are they trying to really push? Because Max, that's where all the real fools that are going to fight real cases are. Max is the top line when it comes to the county. And I said, I'm 18. You're not a little boy no more. You can't call for your mama, bro. Once you turn 18, there's no calling your mama. Hey, mom, you know what I'm saying? I'm in this situation. Mama can't help you. I'm 18. They see me as a grown man, but I'm still a youngster. I'm still a teen. I'm 18. They don't care. They finally take me upstairs, bro. And everybody in that pod, when I pulled up, all eyes, they just seen a youngster. One thing about counties and the penitentiaries, you always have somebody that is watching for the new individuals to come in. They're watching. The sharks of the unit, the sharks of the pod. Because I'm going to tell you like this, in them environments, it's all controlled. Them environments is about control, right? You're gonna confine You're going to confine to the rules and regulations of jail. And if you don't confine, you're going to meet the consequences of that shit. So whatever the program is in the county, you confine into it. Now, 18, I never confined to authority at all, bro. I thought I was the ish. I thought I was the top dog because I didn't really I was out there doing my own thing in my own lane, but that all gets stripped from you. That all gets stripped from you. It doesn't matter what you were doing on the streets. Now you're confined. And so um another rule that I say, when you go up to them environments, you don't want to come off as timid. So you go in there and actually you show face in the South, because people get it misinterpreted. When you go in, they have this thing called the South soldier, right? When you go in and somebody stays in their cell, that's how detailed it is, bro. Is that when a person stays in their cell because they just like, I'm just gonna do my time, get this over with, people start preying on that shit because that comes off as weak. So the homie asked me, the homie 303, what's something that somebody should know when you get up to that unit. And I don't know, these are kind of crazy questions, but the homie had asked. I'm like, so when you get up to that unit, you want to definitely show face. You don't want to come off as timid. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you have anything in your closet that might potentially come out, don't try to hide that shit, because pretty much, bro, I seen fools have something in their closet. It comes out later down the road, and that domino effects into some bad things for that person. You don't go in there. Let me tell you this: you don't go in there having a persona like you the big dog on in that pod. So you hear about them stories where you go in and they say, I ain't gonna let nobody talk to me no way. I ain't gonna let nobody punk me. That persona right there, you check that shit out the door. You don't go in there, you know what I'm saying, mugging fools and different things, bro. You go in there with respect, because jail and penitentiary, it's all about respect. Now, I know out here, there's no respect. But in the county and the penitentiary, the biggest thing is respect. You're going to have, when you get to the county, you're going to most definitely have somebody come up. There's always somebody in the pod, especially in the county and more so in the penitentiary, but you're always going to have somebody come and see who you are. If you belong to any neighborhood, any hood. And like I say to everybody, the penitentiary is all about units and circles. Like, you got to get to your right circle, you know. Everybody asks this too, like, what if I just want to go do time? What if I just want to go give my time done? See, this is why in the first place, don't ever go and catch a case and have to deal with this, because this is a question that was asked to me. Is there any possible way that people ride neutral in the penitentiary in the county? Yes, there is. But when you ride neutral, this is the sucky part, bro. Everybody's about units. Everybody's about cards. Everybody's about cars. When you ride, what up with it? What up with it? Stay awake. What's good with it? When you ride neutral, you got a target on your back. So if you're going into the penitentiary, this is why people join units in the penitentiary, especially, is because when you ride neutral, you don't have really nobody to actually, in your defense, ride with you. So if you get into it with one fool from some neighborhood, you're gonna have the whole neighborhood on your back, you know. So it's all about getting with who you fit in. So if that's your neighborhood, if that's your organization, because if you're not, then you're actually subject to different things if somebody wants to push an issue with you. And that's the sucky part about county prison. It's all about following rules, confinement to rules. They're structured on yards. And I seen a lot of people go against the grain and try to go against them rules. If you don't have respect, you're gonna get hurt quick. That's a big thing, bro. That's 100% truth. Is that if you don't follow rules, if you don't like rules, people, stay away from counties. If you don't like structure and people telling you what to do, stay away from jail. Stay away from prison. Eliminate that out of your activities, because when that's just county. You're gonna have people, and it depends on what county you are going to. Like Denver County, it was a little more fun because the homies was over there. But that was wide open. The Denver County there was a lot of Thunderdome, a lot of stuff going crazy. And a lot of fights. It's less structured in the county because not all them fools are prison dudes. A lot of county fools are just coming in. They're coming in and out. A lot of county fools, they're not really, what I'm saying, fighting cases. You'll see people, the turnover rate is ridiculous. But when you go to the penitentiary, you're going to somebody's world. You're going to people that live there for a long time. So when they got rules, you're going to confine to rules. I don't care how big and bad you think you are. You're going to confine to a rule. The rule on the yard, there's going to be some rules on the yard that they give you, a list of rules. What's going on with your car? You don't confine to it. You might become a prison victim. You might become one of them dudes that everybody talks about. I don't want to be. I seen fools go in there normal. Bro. And they don't know what they're doing. They ain't up on game and they don't follow rules. That dude, being a straight male, gets turned into somebody that is running errands for somebody else, if you know what I mean. Doing extra activities on someone else because they didn't follow rules. They didn't handle themselves in a manner. Now they're a prison victim, and it just goes down like that. I'll tell you like this, man, because you gotta understand, some of these people in there, that's their world for the rest of their life. Some of them people are never getting out. And, we talked about it just like this, bro. Let's talk about an individual that everybody talks about, Marvin Gaye. You guys might have heard of him. If you don't know who I'm talking about, go look up his story. Put Marvin Gaye in your search engine on Google and go see who I'm talking about. This man was such a predator and such a cold individual. He would get individuals that thought they could come on the prison yard and be tough, right? You know what this dude would do to individuals? The tough guys, the fools that didn't want to follow rules, this fool would get them big on the yard. Marvin Gaye was a power lifter. He was a power lifter in Colorado DOC. He would get him super strong. He would get him big boy status. I'm talking about Marvin Gaye was a big dude, bro. He was very powerful, a very strong dude. Everybody's heard about him in the system. You didn't follow rules, and you didn't confine to what he was saying. He would get you big on the yard till you thought you were tough. Then when you thought you were tough, that fool would break you down all the way and then take your manhood, homie. He would break you down because individuals didn't want to follow rules. He hated people that didn't follow rules. But the sad part about it is DOC especially is built upon rules. You're going to follow them. You're going to follow them, or you're not going to be there no more, or you're going to be in a situation where you're in bad circumstances. What up, Tommy? Mall High salute. And that's how it is in the penitentiary all the way around. It's just, if you don't like programming and you never follow rules, youngsters especially, don't go. Change your life, man. Don't go to the county where don't go and catch cases, because everything in the penitentiary is about rules. You will be following some rules. And it might be rules that you don't even like. Another aspect too is, what sucks about it is you see these young individuals that go in with a small amount of time. You see these young individuals go in there with a small amount of time, 6 to 10 years. And because the rules tell you, if you're on that yard and a riot pops off, you're going to be the first one on that front line to stick. meaning you're gonna have to stab somebody, meaning your 6-year sentence turns into a 20-year sentence because that's the rules of war. And now you're accountable to the car, the card, whatever you want to call it. You're accountable to that shit. That's what the rules bring. You don't have control over your life in there. It's all control. Everything's control. Controlled from the convicts that are on the yard, and they're controlled by the COs. And you think them COs are going to protect you? Them COs ain't going to protect you. How can they protect you from killers that don't have nothing to lose? You know, that's the reality, bro. For me, luckily, I got around some, I got around some real life convicts, bro. As soon as I got off, and see, that's the difference. I didn't get around inmates. I got around convicts, people that were not going home, bro. Some of my first sallies, 84 to life. Some of my first sallies that I had, bro, were never seeing the day of light. And luckily, God, because I give my praise to God, he got me through, and he actually allowed me to get around good people to teach me sense. Because if I didn't have that and I didn't have mentors to teach me, I probably would have got my life took, because I used to be a dummy. I used to be that pawn on the yard that I just wanted to show myself. I wanted to show myself as one of them top alphas. That ain't gonna cut it. That hard act, that top alpha going into that aspect is not gonna cut it. Cause they're all them fools are hard. And them are real alphas. Them ain't no street individual. Those are real killers on them yards that don't have nothing to lose. You go around them individuals and have a conversation, you have a whole different perspective, bro. When you actually start seeing people die that you see in the cell next door, and they have a crime scene in that unit because somebody got stuck and got their life took. Oh, it'll wake you up. It'll wake you up. You know, and I was the type of individual that didn't like rules and regulations either, bro. I was very defiant. I didn't like authority. Like I always say, one of the first experiences in the penitentiary for me, and it showed me the rule. It showed me the structure aspect. Them asking to see my actual paperwork. We need to see your paperwork, youngster. What? I heard that shit. That was a whole culture shock. Paperwork, bro. Why are you asking to see my paperwork? But being in the cell with 3 grown ass, big ass dudes, and they're like, we need to see your paperwork. What are you gonna do? Yes, you could be like, hey, I ain't showing you my paperwork, but this is your first encounter in prison, bro. Yeah, that's just wild. And then, not to mention the other dudes that they're actually playing with, and they're actually acting like they're bodying up. They're really injuring the dude. And this is the first situation that I see how serious the penitentiary is, but they're really hurting this dude right next to them talking to me. I'm like, bro, this shit is serious, homie. I was locked up around people. They were unpredictable and dangerous. And that's thing you don't know. You don't know, because one day they could be cool as hell, and then the next day, bro, they can actually just snap and take a life. I was blessed, I was blessed around people that gave me game when I got to that joint, though. I can honestly say that just me holding myself, because I was the type of individual, I held myself with the utmost respect, and I actually I had a lot of respect. I had to gain that aspect of respect and know that there were certain things you don't do and certain things you do. Now, there was a lot of individuals that had a lot of time. They knew my family. That was another aspect. They knew my family. And they had enough respect to give me the game. They got a liking to, me as a youngster, because I had manners, I had respect about me. And now that's a big thing. People always ask, what should you do? It's all about respect. It's all about respect. And there, your word is everything. You say something, you do it. You say that you're going to do something in there, you do it. You don't do it like out here where it's like somebody will say something and then they won't even do it. Like in there, your word is everything, bro. That's life or death. You say something, that's how deep it is. You say something to somebody, you better make sure you handle that. You better make sure you handle that situation because your word is everything in there, bro. You know, um, to the aspect of you owe anything, a stamp. I seen a fool actually get knocked off the yard because they owed a stamp. Just being an honorable aspect. The only way you get through the penitentiary is that you're actually a person that has morals and values. You live by respect and you hold yourself with you have dignity about yourself and you hold yourself with the utmost, you know. Usually the people that don't get through the process and get themselves in a wreck is them people that can't handle that aspect. And then you do not want to be, you know, in a wreck on one yard and then be in situations because like I'm telling you like that, bro. You think you leave a yard and it goes away. You leave a yard, you gonna have a kite that's written to another yard, and you gonna have to deal with that shit on another yard. You can't just run away from your problems in there. That stuff follows you. You don't get away from it. It follows you, you know? And that's basically what it wraps up about. It's all about how you conduct yourself, you know. I was locked up. They were unpredictable and dangerous. You always have to be aware of your surroundings. Yeah, you know, it's that deep, man. Surroundings in there, man, are everything. The surroundings in there, you slip up and you're not paying attention to your surroundings and the environment, you might get caught in the crossfire and become a victim, you know. And that's what takes place all throughout the system, bro. And it's a messed up situation. Like, especially being young and having to adapt to that shit. You have to adapt to different things, bro, that you're not used to on the streets. And one thing that you can expect, like the homie asked me, what would I expect my first day in the penitentiary? Well, the first day in the penitentiary, it might be hectic on who you are. If people know you from the streets, you probably gonna have individuals in the system. If they know you, you're gonna have people coming up to you, be like, "Oh, you're this person." If you have any conflicts from the streets, if you hit that yard and you have any conflicts from the streets, and there's some fools that were a part of them conflicts, oh, you can be fighting several different people in a row. You can be fighting. You could take one fight. If you have problems, the next fool wants to fight with you. A next fool, that they call it line up the fades, you know. And if you're gang banging, that's the thing. If you're gang banging, youngsters, if you think gang banging is, you know, something to play with, you have problems from the streets. You go to them yards and them fools are on them yards, you're going to take the domino effect from the streets. That shit don't go out the window. You're going to be fighting. And hopefully these fools ain't deeper than you and they don't want to push the issue where they want you off them yards. They're like, you got to check off the yard. You're leaving that yard. And then if you check off the yard, they're going to send wheelas. They're going to send the kite to they're going to send the kite to every single yard. And you might be running for a long time off of yards. You get that jacket of being a check-in. Ooh, that's not a good aspect, man. Hey, what up? What up, No Joke? Good to see you, man. Mile high salute to the homie. Let's go Nuggets. So that's the situation that is harsh. You gangbang. You think gangbanging out here is cool and it's fun. You make one mistake in your life, right? You make one mistake, and it might be just around certain individuals that get you caught up for a case or something, right? You got enemies now because of gangbanging, because it was cool to be out here causing trouble. You got enemies now, right? You got to go deal with that shit in the county. That stuff don't leave you. You got to go deal with all that drama with the fools you're tripping with and their homies that are on the yard. And best believe some fools that people beef with, they're so cold, they'll, as soon as they find out that you're going to the county, they're already riding fools in the county you're pulling up. If you get in trouble in the county with some fools and they're your enemies, sure enough, they're gonna ride a kite to the penitentiary, to all the pens, if they know where you're going, and they're gonna get word to the individuals on the yard that you're pulling up. So you have to handle that shit. That shit does not go away, bro. And if your certain hoods not liked, you might be fighting every place you go, bro. You might be fighting and you might have to survive everywhere you go, you know? Um, that's just the cold hard fact. And ain't nobody gonna help you. Ain't nobody gonna help you in them situations. You don't have people to come to your rescue. You're gonna have to handle that shit alone. You're gonna have to handle that shit on your own accordance. And hopefully you have any kind of man in you where you will handle that aspect. But my best advice to all you youngsters that think this gang shit is cool and this, just don't gangbang. Just live a normal life, and you know, live a normal life and enjoy the peace of freedom. Enjoy your family, enjoy your loved ones, enjoy eating a meal, any meal you want, bro. The luxuries of freedom is beautiful. You can go to the store and go eat anything you want. Go to Red Lobster, get you some shrimp, get you some, you know what I'm saying? Go anywhere. In the penitentiary, you sure ain't gonna be able to do that. You're gonna have to eat jail food. Jail food's nasty. Nobody helping. Nobody helping. Gonna have to be a one man army. Yeah, it's real talk, man. One, I done seen it, bro. I done seen the biggest fools that from the streets break when they get behind them walls because you can't run. You can't run from nobody. It's not like the streets. You can get into it with somebody and then hide for 3 months. Some of these fools get into it and then you see them MIA. And there you get into it with one person. There's nowhere to run. Where are you gonna run? You're gonna have to see who you just got into it every single day, you know? And then some people are so cold with it, they will literally send word to get you touched everywhere you go. If you have them kind of problems, you're not going off of a yard and thinking you're going to be safe on another yard because the word will get to that yard. So them spreads getting boring. No man. Ugh. That's another thing is too. You get tired of that shit, man. It gets repetitive. Prison and jail, that life is just, it's overrated, bro. It's not, there's nothing cool about it. I hear little fools always say, hey, get your stripes and go to the penitentiary. Um, there's nothing cool about the penitentiary. What kind of stripes you get? You don't get no stripes for going to the penitentiary. Man, you come out and you in a worse situation in life. You in a worse predicament in life because once you got a record, bro, you're not it. You literally the life's hard as it is, but once you got a record, you have to jump through hoops just to get back to normal state. Me as an individual, 38, I'm still going through stuff I'm still going through a mental loop that I have to deal with because I have a background, and that's probably one of the more harder thing is that it don't just come off your record. You got to deal with that for the rest of your life, bro. Hola, good morning. Yeah, so that's what it is. Yeah, so hopefully I answered the question for the homie 303 Denver City, man. Um, you know, your question was more, you really wanted to know, like, what do you expect the first days? I just wanted to give, kind of some rundown of like what do you expect all throughout your whole time, and like what do you expect from the penitentiary. And to wrap up, what I'm saying is you need to expect control. You're gonna have somebody controlling you. We're all grown men, but you know, um, we're we're all grown men, but prison is control, so expect control. Expect fools to hit you up your first day on them compounds, ask you where you from. If you got any kind of baggage, expect to be taking some fades. Expect for fools to be in your business. That's another thing, especially if you're in a car. Your homies is going to be in all your business. You don't have no freedoms when you're in there. You don't get freedoms. You don't get freedoms. And expect for there not to be any real love and compassion on your situation. You caught some big boy charges. You go in there and you face them like a big boy. You better grow up. If you're a little ass kid and you a youngster, you better grow up fast, bro, because that shit'll break you. That shit'll make you a man. It'll make you a man of survival. Let's just say that. I'm not saying it will make you a man. I'm saying you're gonna learn how to survive. So expect that. Prison, in prison especially, expect you to be ran down a list of things that's going to take place with you. If your homies want you to go work out, you're working out. And I don't care how much you say I'm not working out. If your homies, if the car is saying you have to work out, you're working out. Expect this, bro. It comes down to Tia. If you have this, some cars, bro, if you have hair and your homies say you got to shave your head and you've been having hair for your whole life, expect that hair coming off your head or you're going to be shipped off that yard. Expect if your homies don't mess with certain individuals, but you're not really, a racist or a racist aspect. If your homies don't want you to talk to these certain individuals, you're not talking to these certain individuals. It's all about control, bro. You're going to follow rules and regulations. So if you don't like the rules and regulations, and I tend to find civilians and people in this world don't like rules. They don't like structure. They don't like anything that's above them. But in the penitentiary, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. You're gonna deal with it, and that's the way you're gonna survive in prison, is dealing with the structure and the rules and regulations. So that's how I sum it up, man. What's good with you guys though, man? I hope everybody's having a blessed day. We got Friday tomorrow. I'm waking up. Excuse me from last night, man. I was kind of tipsy, a little buzzed last night. Let's see what this right here, bro. Good morning, brother. God bless and stay warm. It's cold out here, bro. It's cold out here. One little rough draft about me. I had a lot of beef when I went to the county, and I was in the county and I was casted up. I had a splint on my arm and everything, bro. I was casted up from getting shot. And it didn't even matter that I was casted up, bro. And when you're behind them walls and you're fighting a case, your enemigos do not care. They do not care of you being casted up. They gonna rush you. And I knew what I signed up for, bro. And in the first week of me being in the county, I actually got packed out. And if you don't know what packed out means, 3 individuals from a rival neighborhood that I got into it, they actually jumped me. You know what I'm saying? Learning process. You better start working out right away. Yeah, I was casted up and I still had to work out, lumped up, boom. The cold part about it is in the county, things turn around. Like one time frame, it might be your enemies being deeper than you are, and then they might ship them off, and it'd be one of them who's still in the unit, and then your homies come, and that's kind of the scenario. It flipped. After them fools packed me out, they send a couple of them fools off that floor, and then a couple fools I knew, and it flipped. Domino effect, and there's always a domino effect. So, it was just, that's how it goes. You might run into people that you don't get along with, and you have to handle it. You got to handle them kind of situations. A lot of people ain't prepared for that. Because what are you going to do? Let me ask the comment section, man. What are you going to do if some killer comes up to you, right? Everybody knows this fool's at a bona fide killer. This is how cold it is, bro. What would you do? A real life killer that ain't going home. He don't have nothing to lose. And he has priors. This fool has a resume for doing people dirty or injuring people. And he comes up and he says, "Hey, homie, I want that canteen, bruh. I need that canteen. It's mine." What are you gonna do? And you know this fool is serious. I seen youngsters, bro, get everything took, off of prison predators. When they want it, they take it. You can't, and you don't have nowhere to go. What you gonna do? You gonna check out? You gonna check out of that unit? You gonna tell the guard, "Hey, this dude, he's telling me he wants my canteen." Until you in them situations, you really don't know. But for the most part, a lot of them individuals is coming off of that shit because this dude don't really care, bro. If he goes to the hoe, he'll be out. Um, that's what the real riders is going to do. We gonna do that, but for for history purposes, to the youngsters that are going in, what are they gonna do? What are these little gangsters that think that it's cool to be out here kicking up dust? What are they gonna do? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know we gonna handle that business. We know what we have to do because we already lived it. But from our experiences, seeing other experiences and other fools that went in there and became prison victims or county victims, there's a lot of individuals that would see that scenario and be in a cell, and somebody comes in like, "Hey, bro, might have that young Quete on him, homie," and say, "Hey, I need that. Run that." Some people are gonna break, Some people might just leave that unit. It's all messed up, bro. So best advice: don't even go down that road, bro. Like I said, enjoy life, enjoy your life, enjoy peace. There's nothing wrong with being a square. There's nothing wrong with being a normal individual that goes to work, take cares of your family, enjoy, travel, do whatever you want, eat whatever you want. There's nothing wrong. Not every, like, this gangster shit is overrated, homie. Gangsterism is overrated. Gang banging is overrated, bro. It's it's such a different era too, bro. There's no honor in it. Um, That's so crazy, my homie. Same shit happened with me at Lookout with a bunch of, yeah, see? And tables turn when, yeah, it always turns. I seen it turn fast. I seen one car be in a unit so deep, and they do something to an individual, and then that individual stays, and then that car leaves, and the homie's car comes in deep, and now, the domino effect is whoever was a part of that, they gotta handle that. They're stuck with. That whole baggage. I watched a lot of fools get checked. It's real grown man too. Grown man, my homie. I seen fools I knew from the streets that was gangsta on the streets, bro. I mean, I could vouch for their street credibility. They get behind them walls and can't run for their problems, and then they become somebody I don't recognize. Like, damn, you was a G on the streets, and now you getting checked. Now you getting your canteen took. Now you getting whoever wants what they want from you. You getting it took. Yeah, bro. Because what you do on the streets, it doesn't matter what you do on the streets. That shit don't matter in the pen. That shit don't matter in the county. You could be out here shooting a million fools. You don't have a gun in the county. You don't have a gun behind them walls. So, you always have to think about what you do. That's why, like, if I could change my whole life, I wouldn't even gangbang. I would have went and played some football, homie. I would have went out there and probably been a millionaire. You would have seen John Cisneros. You would have seen him as a fullback for the Bronx or something, or play sports or something, homie. Made millions of dollars. But I wanted to be Sevlok from this right here, cuz. I wanted to be the number one known individual in the town, bro. And I'm gonna tell you like this, homie. Like I said it before, and I'm not ashamed. When I was in the streets, I felt like I was untouchable. Even after I got shot, I felt like I was untouchable. Like that fool shot me and I can't die. When I called my case, yeah, when I called my case and I was looking at what I was looking at, that all that gangster shit, it kind of just like I didn't even think about that. I was thinking about how am I gonna get to see daylight again? That's what I really thought. None of that gangster shit meant anything at that time. It was all about how am I gonna fight this case? Like, Lord, can you give me another chance? I'm not ashamed to admit it. I pray to God, like, please, Lord, I do not want to go spend the rest of my life in the penitentiary. Please, Lord, if you have the will. That's the honest truth, you know? All that gangster shit went out the window. Now, don't get me wrong. I still had to survive. So, it's just, to be honest, bro, that stuff will wake you up. Um, what's up, Rada? What's up? What's up? Ride, bro. I was a little buzzed. I'm still a little on a hangover, bro. Man, we had a good live last night though. Where I'm from, Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay. That's why I always internet and these stories. We just go with our neighborhoods. I feel it, bro. Every shout out to Cincinnati, man. You know, every state got different politics, and out here in Colorado, it's a lot of gang banging. You know, and this is the code aspect too, man. If it ain't, and I can't speak for every car and every card, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. We say we driving the car out here. So whatever you want to say, because everybody's going to check you. Hey, bro, you said this wrong and this is not this. So whatever, it doesn't matter. Everybody knows what I'm trying to say. The point. If you're in a card, whatever, a unit, and you're programming, your homies, your homies might be the first ones to be like, hey, bro, we need you to break bread. I done had a situation where the homie that I don't even know, I can't even consider him a homie, bro. This fool tried to tell me I don't know if he was trying to extort the loc. He said, bro, I need some of your nutty bars. I looked at him like, who are you, bro? And that almost turned into a whole aspect, because I said, hey, bro, who are you? And he was an OG from the land. He was from Roan Hundreds. I said, bro, and I started eating the nutty bars in front of this fool just to do it. Like, you ain't getting one nutty bar. If you would have asked like, hey, bro, can I get a nutty bar? But you was like, I need some nutty bars. Nah, bro. I'll throw these nutty bars to the trash can before I give them to you, homie. You ain't getting a damn nutty bar, bro. And he got in his feelings, and it almost turned into something else, because I don't know. He was entitled for that, bro. He said, man, I need the youngsters nutty bars, cuz. Morning to the chat. Hope all is fabulous, man. All high salute though, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Hey, Conrad, bro. Hey, tell me why after that situation, the homie that pulled up, he got super pissed and it almost set off a whole, because we were like there was like 6 of us from the immediates. It almost set off a whole war, bro. It almost set off a whole war. So fool started tripping over that. And that fool freaking, he went to the 7A side right after that, bro, because he knew that fools were hella mad. But the way he came up, I'm not gonna lie, bro. He like, we were on lockdown, so the bottom tier was on the outs, and he came up to my door and he seen I had canteen. And that fool, he seen me have nutty bars on me. He's like, hey, I need some of them nutty bars. But he said it like really serious, and I started laughing at him like, fool, you ain't getting a damn nutty bar. I started eating them in front of him. I was crashing the nutty bars in front of that fool, bro. And I told that fool, like, hey, homie, I'll throw these away before you get a nutty bar. So then it went to the yard, bro, and it almost set off a whole thing over some nutty bars, bro. But hey, youngsters, a nutty bar will set off a whole war. A nutty bar gonna set off the whole war on the compound, bro. That's funny, man. I'm so happy I'm done with all that, bro. Youngsters, bro, I'm so happy. I am, as a person that did 7 years on the compound, I'm so happy I don't gotta get up and program, and homie saying this 6-day routines. We gotta, even though I do it now, I do 6 day workouts. Like I go to the gym every single day, but I don't want to hear that shit. Like, bro, we're going to the yard. We got to do this, like mandatory. Oh, you don't want to go? You might get violated for not working out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of all that shit. I'm tired of coming back to the unit. Your homie gets into it with somebody from another car and you don't know if you're at a total war. I'm tired of hearing all the craziness, bro. We got into it with these fools. Now these fools are tripping, so stay on your toes like every single day. I promise I used to come back from programs and be looking in who was beefing, who got into it. If there was no word that the homie got into it with somebody, it was peaceful. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of your own highlight of the day was mail call. Mail, bro. If you didn't get a letter, you was devastated. Homies there was be so many fools that didn't get letters and their whole demeanors would just be like, oh, I didn't get a letter today, bro. My girl's out there cheating. So stressed out on that stress box. Bro, I'm tired of all that shit, man. Hey, just hey, you hey, nah, salute to the riders, man. Salute to King. You know what it is, bro. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that shit. Um, yeah, bro. See, and I always put myself in. I always put myself out there, bro. That was my fault. I did a lot of hard time because I always had. I'm Spanish. I'm Spanish. I look weto. I look like a white boy sometimes, and the family's Crips. You know, so I had to go extra hard for what I believed in. I had to go extra hard, bro. If I had beat like fool, sometimes the homies that I was around, they'd be like, fool, you're a fire starter. You can't be doing that shit. I'm like, fool, what do you mean? I wasn't peaceful on the streets. I didn't like these fools, bro. What the hell you mean I gotta be peaceful? So I would go and do extra stuff where the homies would be mad, bro. And they'd be like, bro, you're too much of a fire starter. You're gonna set off a whole riot. But I'm thinking to myself, this is my mindset, bro. If I beef with these fools on the streets, what do I look like breaking bread with these fools or even letting these fools around me comfortable? That's how I felt, you know? And doing that caused a lot of situations for myself. I fought many of my own, bro. I was fighting the last 6 months of my prison stay. I fought so many homies because that's just how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Um, I used to laugh at fools hard time. Hey, I hard time for the first 5 years. And then the homie, I was so stressed out, my homie, that one of the homies, he said, bro, you gotta start you're gonna be out soon. You don't got the rest of your day. You don't have the rest of your life. Like, you need to ease up off the stress levels. So I stopped hard timing. I stopped even caring about what was going on in the streets, really, you know? That's another thing you should expect. Expect people to disappear out your life. Don't expect people on the streets to actually stay in your life when you're doing time, because people on the streets are going through their own situations. People on the streets are living life. They're going through their own problems. There's a lot of times where you think people owe something to you when you're locked up. You got in trouble. They don't owe nothing to you. Now, real ones are going to stay connected, but I've seen so many people let that affect them, you know? So my advice is, as soon as you go into the county, man, you better chalk that shit up. Out of sight, out of mind. My phone's about to die. Damn. Hold up real quick. I gotta go get another charger. My phone's about to die right now, guys. Timing on. Did you and your bro get out the same year? Nah, I got out actually before him. Hold on real quick. Let me go get this charger. Morning, love. I had to go get the See this charger? I had to go get that big charger right there, bro. This is the only charger that charges the phone when I'm on the live. The rest of the chargers suck. Okay, cool. We in business. I'm gonna stay on here till I get done with this coffee and wake myself up a little bit. Come on, baby. Let's go, charger. Yeah. Let's see. I used to laugh. Did you and Nah, me and baby bro got out. I got out before baby bro. Um, like about 7 months before baby bro, he was in Wild West. He was in Wild West for a little bit more time because he kept getting in trouble, bro. One thing about the Wild West, there's a lot of youngsters that they get in trouble, so they kept him a little bit longer. Because my baby bro, he was a young baby, bro. Them little kids in Wild West are bad. Bro, when I was going back and forth on Ritz, I went through Wild West, and the little young kids was literally hitting me up with gang signs in Wild West. I'm like, you little badass kids hitting me up with gang signs. Like, man, you better go somewhere. You better go to daycare, little homie. Most homies forget about the lokes when they get locked up. That's true. A lot of out of sight, out of mind, man. And then they're like, free the homie, free the homie. At they have a shirt made up, but um, that's why for real, to be honest, to be 100% right, is that I mean, I don't want nobody go to the pen. I'm not saying go on a tour or anything, but if you do time, just chalk it up, man. You might not see individuals and hear from individuals. Don't let that shit stress you out, because if you counting on people to stay around, you're gonna be a sad individual. You're gonna be on that yard mad. I'm actually an example of that shit, bro. I used to get pissed, like, the homie didn't write me. Man, them fools is lame. Like I used to get mad at homies for not writing, but now what it is, I understand people. They just go through their own shit, man. Um, yeah. So, but yeah, you know what it is, man. I hope I answered the homie's questions. I hope I answered the homie 303 questions. What you guys up to today, man? What's the plan? What's the drill with everybody? I'm about to go hit this. I'm about to go hit this gym in a little bit and go get this muscle money, man. The homie said, he said, "Damn fool, you got your hair starting to get long. Look at that, bro. I'm starting to. I guess it's time to put them in little ponytails, huh?" Oh shit, this ain't charging either. Well, I guess since this is not charging, I might have to end the live. Let's see how much charge we get. Um, so yeah, that's what it is, man. It's to sum it all up, a lot of control movement. You even control most facilities you go to, you know, you got to go through control movement. They ain't even allowing you to go out the uni. They controlling the movement. And you 100% true right now, bro. It's cold outside. Over here, it's right now time to warm up. Time to warm up to that fireplace. Put that wood on the fireplace, bro. You know. See, that's a luxury. That's a luxury, youngsters. That's a luxury to have a fireplace. If you're cold, you could just put the wood on the fireplace. If you got a nice fireplace, warm up. In the penitentiary, if you're cold, you just got to deal with the cold. If you're hot, you just got to deal with the hot. You don't have them. You don't have them luxuries. What's that, man? Long hair don't care. So I just let them just grow. Boom. So I let them grow all the way down my warrior braids. So I let them mugs just grow. So I had long hair in the penitentiary. I had long hair, like to the middle of my back. I had like super. My hair was on stretch, and it was so cold. Like I said, I used to do shit in spite sometimes, bro. I used to get my shit twisted on the yard, and some fools would be mad. SA foods, they was not having that shit. They didn't like that shit. So it would always have me in some different dramas because they're like, fool, why is this fool rocking braids? And I'll just do it to piss fools off sometimes, bro, because I hate it. Like, bro, stay out of my business. If you ain't from our car, don't try to be in our business. If it's like the homies telling me something, and even if the homies was telling me something, I'll be like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You can't really tell me what to do, but you know, my hair actually, I went in to fight this fool, and my hair was out. I didn't really have it in no braids. And this fool grabbed me by my hair, homie. He grabbed me. He literally grabbed me. Cause as soon as I went in the cell and he was going in the cell, I stowed off on him. Boom, boom. And then he went for my hair and grabbed me down and started uppercutting me. Mm, mm. He caught me like 3 times, and my whole eye, it like literally swelled up fast. But when he did that, my other little homie that was right there, he ran in and hit him with a 2 piece, boom, boom, and that eased him up off my hair, and that fool's whole eye just split, boom. This fool's, they called him hungry. He threw this fool in the corner and started giving the boot. So we started T-rolling this dude, bro. Soon as I was done with that fight, oh, you best believe I was going to the barber. I cut all that hair off that week. I would never get my hair pulled in another fight, bro. Not on the yard. Because if he had a blade, if he had the blade, he would have just shanked me in my face. Because he had control of my hair. Yes, sir. Like back in the day, most cats in the pan that get cold, cut. Hey, you ain't lying, bro. They haven't see that. Hey, that's another thing is too. Another thing, bro. Let's keep it real to the youngsters that that want to know what's going on the yard. You might see some shit in the penitentiary that you'll never get used to. You might see fools being in full blown love on the yard, homie. Now I hear in like other states, that's not something that takes place, but in Colorado DOC, there was fools that actually were in love with another man, homie. Literally domestic violences, bro. You might see predators looking for the newest victim that hits the yard. If you have any signs of being sweet and you have any signs of being a beta, you might become somebody's girlfriend. Let me just say it like that. So that's another thing is, man, stay away from that shit, bro. And the homie said they cuddle with their Sally. Hey, that new release is coming out, babe. What are we gonna eat tonight? Oh, I got a spread I'm cooking for us a day night. That shit is terrible, bro. Most cats in the pan that get cold, they do cuddle with their Sallys. That's not no joke. And it's a real thing, youngsters. It's a real thing. I seen grown men turn into you want to talk about a woman with muscles. I seen grown men tatted down from the neck, muscles, making their own makeup, homie. That's a real thing. It's a real thing, and they're looking for the next thing to pull out the closet. You know what I'm saying? That shit is wild. That shit is wild. Oh man, that's crazy. But I'm almost done with this young yak, and then I'm about to hit this. I got the young Keefy. When them fools say spread, it means a hold. They are not talking about what you think. Hey, when that shit curtain goes up, you best believe some ordinary activities going on around this mug. I remember the first time your little cousin Robert introduced us, swollen true out or your long tail. I remember the first time your little cousin Robert introduced us homie was swole and to your long. Hey, nah, for real though, bro. hey, hey, I did have some long ass fucking hair, my homie. I did have some long ass hair, you know. Shit, I cut my shit twice though, bro. I cut it in the penitentiary, got out, regrew it, cut it again, and now I'm thinking about keeping the side short and just cutting it and letting the fucking the long braids just drape on these dudes. Because everybody be like, bro, I can't even. I'd see it like this, bro. If you don't have a five head like Peyton Manning, and you don't got the receding hairline, and you got some good ass hair, and you come from a good family of people that got good hair, why don't you just, you know, just let it grow, homie. A lot of people will be like, bro, I want to never let my hair grow. It's because your ass got a receding hairline, bruh. You got bald spots, man. That's why fools are like, I'm not letting my hair grow. But if they could, they would. If they could, they would. And then another thing is too, man, is people don't like to have that frame where it's like the bad where you can't do nothing with your hair. You're at that stage where it's just like you can't even put it in, you can't even slick it back because it's just wild. That's what people, if they could get past that, then they could have long hair, you know. But nah, that's what it is. All right, fam. I'm a tap out though, but hey, thank you for everybody tapping in. Um, Mile high salute to all the riders, man. 303, 303. Definitely. You know, this was the requested video, homie. Appreciate the request. Anybody else got any requests? I got like 4 different videos I still got to do off a request, but we definitely gonna do it, man. If you got long hair in the studio, so you must got hands. Got to. For real, bro. Oh man, because fools be like, bro, you ain't supposed to have long hair on the yard, homie. Hit them likes. Salute to the riders, man. Salute to everybody. You know, and we gonna kick it off, man. Mile high salute. Hey, one last thing. One last thing to everybody. Man, I know I always say this, but we got the riders in here, man. I got good content. You know what I'm saying? Let's go through all of them. Go sub up to homie Slitta, Dave. He's the top man. He got sports content. The homie Brandon Rogers, sports content. I think the homie Tommy even got some a good content. Go sub him up. Stay Awake TV, good content. The homie Conrad, man, Mile High Hustle. Go check his channel out. He's on his way to 1,000, man. We need to get him up. You know what I'm saying? And the homie OK Cuz on his way to 1,000, bro. And it's been a journey. Mile high salute to everybody. And that's what it is, man. Throw the fade on the side and you straight. Let's go, huh? Taper that shit. Yeah, bro. Taper that shit up. It'll be cool, man. But yeah, that's what it is. Go sub up to all the homies and Mile high salute to the next one. Let's go.